All right, let's do this.
You
No,
got it.
that'll be
After we
fun.
get the sword off
Greetings
him.
and salutations, everyone, and
Hello.
welcome to another.
Hello.
Well, I say another. It's not even the actual first episode, but anyway, welcome to another session zero. Today we'll be doing Monday slot 2. So we're gonna get straight into it. Go ahead and start going over some options for everyone. As a reminder, these are the session zeros for Aelenclast in preparation for the launch in the third week of January, where all the games will actually start in their session 1. This session 0 is for preparation and all that to make sure everything's ready to go. Okay, so first things first, we're going to start with as Aelenclast. Oh, excuse me. All of your characters will start in Calcatesh and will take a ship from Calcatesh to Aelenclast. However, dependent upon the ship that you take, it will determine not only what your starting mission would be, which is the payment that you have to give in order to get passage, but it may also give you your first, I guess you might call it your first step towards certain factions and organizations, religions, what have you, that you can start the game with. As a reminder, you do not have to keep doing things for the ship that you first travel on. It's only determines what your first mission is. After that, you may do whatever you wish. Okay, so I'll give a brief rundown, as I have for each session 0 on each ship, and then we'll have the players decide which ship they would like to start on. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go over each of them. The first ship is the Nightingale. This ship is comprised of a secret organization that is associated with the different Grey Pantheon gods. The next one is Les Lute, or Les Lute, which is an association of bards of each of the different continents and each of their different organizations, seeking to track the events and to record the art of the New World. Kas Vokal Kaya, also known as the Holy Blade, is a Sharkai vessel which for some reason does not bear the colors of Elda Sharkai. An interesting mystery, as the slave races that the Sharkai would normally see as walk about the ship as equals, unchained, unshackled, and brimming with equality. Next is the Iron Isle, which is a dwarvish vessel made of iron and steam. It is filled with artificers, merchants, explorers, and those that wish to bring industry to Aelenclast and make life better for all. Aegir's Will is an alliance of the Yggdrasil Isles composed of several longships rather than a single vessel. The many Jarls are held together by a tumultuous alliance. This is more of the gamble option, as it could literally be anything that the mission would require you to do, and the Jarls that you serve. But it is also the most freeing because you'll have access to pretty much anything. So, next is Our Lady of Penance. This is a prison vessel that's giving the lowest of the low a chance at redemption. You can either choose to be just guests on the vessel, you can choose to be part of the wardens, officers that keep them in line, or you could even choose to start as prisoners, each of them having different game effects and different unique options. Next is the Dark Drifter. Dark Drifter is a vessel comprised of a temporary alliance of the Black Panther gods to ensure religious freedom in the New World. Potter's Veil is a vessel containing the combined efforts of the Green and White Pantheons to seek a peaceful utopia in the New World, in the hopes to perform a sort of land of prosperity and peace. And then next is the Aelenclast Trading Company, which is loosely based off the East India Trading Company in our own real world. It is an alliance of several merchants forming a council of coin that seeks to extract the wealth of the New World. Next is the Sword of Verum. This is Daniel Kazor's vessel, seeking to explore the New World in a way to stop the creatures that wait just outside the Veil of the Skyscar. Daniel Kazor's vessel, Daniel Kazor's vessel is filled to the brim with adventurers and all sorts of unique and specialized individuals, all seeking to protect the world that has become under threat. And finally, for those of you that wish to play Dark Souls and the most hardest option, that is the Black Lion vessel, led by a reckless captain who believes that the first to make landfall will have the best claim. This route will give you the largest challenge with the largest reward. So, I know you guys already spent an hour outside of stream discussing it, but what would you like to choose? We could start by taking off options that you would not like to play. You guys can discuss it as well. Give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
I actually kind of like the Sword of Arrow one now too.
Yeah, I forgot about the Sword of Arrow. We're pretty set on Black Lion, but it's like Black Lion Training Company because I feel like my party members would like that, and then Sword of Arrow because I think that's cool.
Yeah. Probably
Black
also
Lion.
in that order of preference for me.
Yeah. Okay. So it would be the ones we want to take off for basically everything else. We've already narrowed it down.
Yeah.
And we could also
unless anyone else wants to voice an idea.
We could also ask him if there's any specifically Glean ones too.
I feel like the Glean one would be the white and green Pantheon making a safe haven, because Glean spirits fall under Green Pantheon, I believe.
Oh, good to know.
Right?
That's me. I'm done. But would anybody else be down for that? Here's the question.
Why is Rinko purely writing in fucking Weeb?
He's flexing.
Nis, could you translate that, please? Or someone translate that?
I put it into the translator. He's saying that he thinks the group would fit with Nightingale or with the prison ship.
Wow.
That's fucking rude. Okay. Well, you're saying just because we have stealth and sleight of hand and deception and acrobatics and intimidate, just because we have all these criminal skills, we're criminals?
How dare you insinuate?
I'm deeply insulted, Rinko. How could you? We were party mates.
Well, friendship with Rinko ended.
Dahor, do you have any Dahar? Sorry. Do you have any second preferences?
I mean, I like the Nightingale. And
Nightingale, so
Aelenclast Trading Company also good. Sword of Verum also good. These are the three that I picked.
Okay, so I'm not hearing anyone voting for the Loot, the Holy Blade, or Iron Isle.
Yeah.
Or Aegerswell.
Or Aegerswell. We did some major damage to that list already.
Yep. We don't have enough facial hair for the Aegerswell.
Unfortunately not.
True.
Or any, actually.
Yeah. Unless Kenji has decided to grow a beard.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't think elves are known for having serious beards.
That is true, actually. Elves don't get facial hair.
Do they not?
No.
No.
Or at least
In what
Tolkien
lore?
elves don't.
At least not in 5e D&D.
Generally speaking.
I don't know if that's a 5e D&D elves canonically don't get facial hair.
Yeah, that's in their
I'm
race
pretty sure it's a
description.
Tolkien thing.
It's genuinely in their description in one of the books. I believe is like the standard one.
Have
I can't
little
remember
body
the
or
name.
facial hair.
Wow.
Something like that.
Oddly specific.
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right.
We have...
Can elves grow beards?
Yeah, elves can grow beards.
Thank you.
All right, Kenji.
It just takes them...
We've narrowed down the list a bit.
It just takes them like a century.
Oh god, that means you're in the awkward phase of not really having a beard
Yeah,
for
you're not
much
like,
longer.
Oh god, that
That's awful. I guess that's why they don't never really have beards.
Yeah, because
Yep.
they have to spend so long in the transition period that they look like shit.
Yeah.
And most elves lean towards being vain, so that's why they don't have. That's why most elves don't have beards unless they have a beard, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
yeah.
They're not like dwarves
Really?
whose beards are like
Shaggy.
a part of their being. Like
Yeah. They come out of the womb like that.
anyway. So,
Yeah, we want to start knocking them down.
all right, which one should I take off the table first?
Les Lutes.
Okay, you don't want to do bard stuff. Got it. Next,
Holy Blade.
no shark eye, no shark eye. Less loot. Okay.
No more loot, please.
Yeah, more loot. We want more loot.
Well, if you
I
want
believe we also
loot,
did
well,
not
if you
want,
want loot, there's 1607. Sail the open sea.
Oh, we
So-
get to sing. Nice.
Glory, golden god in the Virginia colony. That was a very American song to her, so probably
Oh, I had a question about Cotter's Vale.
yes.
First, are Glean spirits considered under the Green Pantheon?
Glean spirits are not under any pantheon. Spirituality in Glaeus is different than so the pantheons are organized religion. The Glean spirits follow a sort of pantheistic spiritual a spirituality. They don't have pantheons. They don't worship in
Okay.
the same way that people from other continents do. In Glaeus, you kind of pray to everything around you when you pray at a temple. You pray to the spirits that are listening. You pray to your ancestors. It's like a faith is far more generalized, so they don't have organized religion.
Okay. And then
Not
are
really,
any-
at least.
Are any of these tied to Glaeus in any way?
Probably the closest Glaeus one is the Nightingale.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
because
Well.
that's where the agents from Alexandria and stuff are as well. So that has a Glaeus tie. Dark Drifter a little bit because of, or not Dark Drifter, Our Lady of Penance because of Akuma and stuff. There's some Onimetsu. Yep.
Ooh.
But there's not like an expressly Glaeus vessel, no.
Okay.
We can
know
knock
for sure we
Ager's
don't
will
wanna
off there.
Yeah, get the general. No beards.
We're not cool enough to be Vikings.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
yeah.
Not with that attitude, but all right.
I believe Iron Isle was also not something we wanted.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, okay.
Not until we heard the
Again,
immense.
again, we don't
I'm
have
just kidding,
beards.
we can take
It's,
it off.
Nor was Dark Drifter.
Yeah. Where do you
that
say Iron
leaves-
Isles?
Does anyone want Cotter's Vale? 'Cause I was
I'm a little bit there, but it's like
I'm
I don't think
more
most of
there
us
with
are.
other options. Yeah.
no.
So
They did.
Cotter's Vale is going to be like, okay, so there are two big good guy options. There's the Sword of Verum, which is like main story heroism. It's you go to High Hrothgar and talk to the Dovahkiin, the dragon priests, and you fucking embrace it. Or you can do Cotter's Vale, which is another good guy path, which is focused on making a peaceful coexistence with settlements within Aelenclast. So there's the what would you call it,
Social leaning.
the root of the settlement piece and the building of that. So like, to kind of give you like an idea, so like Cotter's Vale, if you choose that, you're going to be like associated with the good Pantheon gods, with the green Pantheon gods. Your missions might be focused around like clearing out clearing out dangerous creatures from a place where they might start farms, to rescue kidnapped villagers and settlers. You might even be given missions to like help build up a farm, like go out and find areas where there's lumber that they could use, or find fresh water sources, things like that. You'd be helping actually build up the city, the settlement peacefully. Whereas like the Sword of Arum is going to be like you're dealing directly with threats on a more like focused basis, where you'll be killing monsters and defending it from attack from other sources. So it's about what is it that you want to do? Like, what are your skill sets? What do you actually be good at?
Do we want to? Should we like pick which way our group is leaning more between the Carter's Vale and the Sword of Arum, and we just keep that one on the list and knock the other one off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay.
I feel
I
like
don't think any of us have building and like that, and I don't think that one fit. I don't think Carter
Yeah.
Vale fit us very well.
I don't think none of us.
I like
religious
Carter's Vale
either.
because GU's a mountain boy, but
Well, you wouldn't be actually doing the construction if you don't have the skills. It's more so, do you want to do missions that help that and do things around that? That's just more so
Yeah.
the question.
we're helping the little people.
Cozy Core versus Dovahkiin.
Which we are definitely not exactly spec'd for. But we can do it.
Respect for Dovahkiin.
Don't you have a shinobi?
I'm down to knock.
And,
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
the
our
cast
core,
of-
our core classes are not very heroic, I'll say.
we are the cast of Payday 2 going on the Oregon Trail.
We have sleight of hand, stealth, intimidation, acrobatics, deception. Doesn't sound very
We're
heroic.
the good guys, right?
Yeah.
We're the good guys, right?
It is not the tools, it is how you use them.
Yeah, I don't think Carter's Vale fits.
Yeah.
We're too...
all right,
I
so
like it, but I'm down to drop it off the list. I'd
sounds
rather
like-
go Blood and Thunder on Sword of Arum.
It sounds like there's enough to. Okay. Looks like we're down to 5. Nightingale or Lady of Penance, or excuse me, 6. Down to 6.
Does anyone want to do Lady of Penance?
As much as I like the Onimetsu, I don't. It's not calling to me nearly as much as the other ones are.
No.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take that one off the table. Okay, so you have the Nightingale, the Aelenclast Trading Company, Sword of Arum, and the Black Lion.
How are we feeling on the Nightingale?
Oh, I love it. Secret organization, yes.
So what would Nightingale quests look like?
So you'd be looking for a lot of the more hidden places in Aelenclast, setting up secret routes as things develop. You might be a part of developing the messenger network to maintain passing of information, as undoubtedly people will go and try to make their own settlements instead of just the main settlement. You'll also be dealing with the Grey Pantheon gods directly and indirectly, so as the city develops and as the town grows, you'll have to deal with all of that. Like Nero, god of coin, you'd have to deal with, he is the goddess of struggle and fairness. Like, you could very easily, in one hand, be sneaking your way into a caravan of a rogue noble that had stolen a bunch of money from the shared chest of Kazor's Landing. You might very well be associated directly with the overseeing of a trial of a criminal in which to give your opinion and act as a jury. Like, there's all sorts of different missions that can be associated with that.
How do we feel about the Nightingale versus the trading company? Where's the weights on that one between the group?
I would side
not
with Nightingale.
If I had to choose between the two, I don't know. What is well, Aelenclast Trading Company, I'm guessing that's like establishing trade routes and shit like that.
Money.
Like, well, there's like quests for the Aelenclast Trading Company.
So the quest for the Aelenclast Trading Company would be things like discovering, securing, and defending a gold mine.
Right.
Hunting down thieves. Surveying a mountain range for usable minerals and resources. Treasure hunting. Things like that.
I do like the sound of that.
Did I hear treasure?
And then we have to hand over most of the money. Then.
We would also have connection to all the people who have goods.
Yeah.
So between that and the Nightingale, which one are we dropping?
I like the Nightingale if I had to pick between those two.
I prefer the Nightingale as well.
I like both. So.
I think I'd stick with Aelenclast Trading Company.
Or
Between the
Dead
two.
Split?
Dead Split, eh?
Her. Yeah. Because I'm leaning towards the Nightingale. So we've got 2-2 and a non-answer.
Well, no, we've
But
got.
hold on, you say you're also Nightingale? Wasn't that
We have
make
three.
it 3?
I thought her said either one. Am I wrong?
Yeah. No, you,
said
yeah.
Kinniz, and
Me
Noki.
not knowing how to count. Okay. So we've got the Nightingale and we dropped the Trading Company.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Between the Sword of Verum and the Black Lion.
Oh, fucking
Those are-
absolutely Black Lion.
Black Lion.
Those are my top two.
It's like everything for me or everything for thee.
I want Black
It's like
Lion. My character
Black Lion
wants
feels a
Verum.
little more on the side of personal gain rather than
Yeah.
for the better of everyone.
My first pick is Sword of Arrow, and then it would probably be Nightingale, then Black Lion.
Yeah, I will go Nightingale Sword and not Black Lion.
Like dead split between the two of those. I do like both outcomes, but between the two of them, if we had to go which way the player is leaning, which is me, I would lean more towards the Black Lion because we want to fucking get in there. Where are we dropping, boys?
To the water, I'm
Give
afraid.
me a ship crash. Calling it. I'm all for Black Lion. I find it
Yeah, same.
way more interesting.
Yeah.
I like the challenge.
All right. So Sword of Aram goes.
Okay. And between Nightingale and Black Lion.
Nightingale.
I still go Black Lion.
Nightingale.
Black Lion.
I heard a split there. It looks like it's up to you, Call Me Kazi.
Black Lion. There's more adrenaline in the Black Lion.
So be it.
God damn it.
Don't worry, we can do other kinds of missions once we get there, but we're gonna get there first.
If it goes bad,
Then we don't get there at all.
Try again.
Well, then we get to do Kinniz' idea of all
shut
soldiers, right?
All soldiers!
All soldiers.
Yeah.
Do not
Real
sabotage this,
reason I
swear to
voted for
God.
Black Lion.
It's a win-win, right?
Yeah, for me it's a win-win. Yeah.
I'm in the same boat though. I'm down.
All right.
Blood and thunder.
You have chosen the Black Lion.
And
We're
As
also
it turns
chasing
out, there's a-
Florida Steve.
yeah, they're chasing Florida State.
We saw Florida Steve get on the boat and we're like, he did what? How dare he get on a boat that we're getting on?
Okay.
Chase him.
Next up we have is going over everybody's origins. Some of you played in the prologue games. Actually, most of you, I think, but one played in the prologue games, and so therefore you have some origins that you've already chosen, which I've already prepared. Then we'll go over those, and then we'll have Kenez choose his origin from the options of.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so here we go. First up, Ricard. You chose to use your player title, the Chosen of Lord Trinos, and as such, your ability is very simple. At the start of your turn, you are imbued with Tier 1 regeneration.
Oh
That's
yeah.
nice.
Huge, actually.
Although,
Really good.
I have to say, if we go Black Lion, we could also go double worthy.
Go double what?
Double worthy.
Double
Worthy.
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 Oh, yeah. Okay, next up is Jiu, who is the agent of Kirosai, which was a choice. You start the game with a cache of silver, which you start with some wealth, and you have the banner of Kirosai. You also gain a +2 to charisma. Rena,
Hell yeah.
you get the same thing, as you also chose
Okay.
agent of Kirosai.
That's in my spread.
Mm.
Hey, Kenji, you chose Curse of the Tower. Every encounter has its challenge rating increased by 1 without additional rewards in which you participate.
Ooh,
Good
Oh,
luck, guys.
the hard shit has
Kenji's
become
making
even
the Dark
harder.
Souls.
Oh god.
Kenji,
There is a
let's go.
There is a tower this character can unlock within the first act, but you must find it.
Oh shit.
All right.
All right,
It
Kenji.
is the only way to lift the curse.
This time you gotta win your
Also,
1v3.
The Curse of the Tower gives you a +1 to all attributes.
Oh,
Oh.
Arise,
How we
ye
feeling?
tarnished.
that's a lot.
You said your character's name was Sugai?
Sugui. Sugai.
Sugui?
Sugai.
So your
It's supposed to be like-
choices are...
Is it the same as the other groups? Because I've watched the VODs.
Yeah, it's the same. So if you already know what you want.
Wanderlust, then.
Wanderlust? Alright.
Make that nice and easy for you.
Okay, there we go. Your starter origins. So, to make things a little easier for me as well...
Oh, I did have a quick question. Does Wanderlust's proficiency in cartography also give proficiency in Scholar's Kit?
Yes.
And make us... Okay, thank you.
You are proficient in the cartography kit, which is also a scholar's kit. It's both of them, but you can't. But
Yep.
you're not proficient in the other ones. The scholar, just that one. Alrighty. So now we get to go over classes. Get my section of that open. Start locking in classes. So start getting stuff built. Give me just a second while I all my things in a are green. NG.
Sugai!
All right.
It's like Sugoi, but he's a guy. Sugai.
Ricard, what are your classes?
It's the same. Infiltrator, Shinobi, and Assassin.
Assassino. What is assassin in Hungarian?
It should be orgyilkos.
Oh my god, that's cool. Say that again?
Orgyilkos.
What? Man, I can't even wrap my tongue around it. We argue. Fuck, I'm not even trying. Fuck, that's so hard. We argue.
Ken?
Wow. Stabby knife man.
Yep.
Okay. Do you? Classes?
Sorcerer, Taoist, Spellwind.
Taoist has been pretty popular.
I noticed a lot of Sorc Taoist. I noticed that I am the third.
And also a lot of spell wins too. Rena.
I did it first.
Sorcerer, Warlock, Spell Thief.
Sorcerer, Warlock, Spell Thief. Keji.
Samurai, Paragon, Tyrant.
Tyrant. Okay. Sugai.
Knight, Herald, Tactician.
Oh, tactician. Okay. Okay. So, just to clarify, all of your selections, you're choosing to go on the Black Lion. Ricard is an infiltrator, shinobi, assassin. Ji is a sorcerer, Taoist, spellwind. Rena is a sorcerer, warlock, spell thief. Kenji is a samurai, paragon, tyrant. Sugai is a knight, herald, tactician. Is all that correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds right.
All right. I will
Yes.
final lock it. Your unique origins have also been locked in. Are there any changes there? All right.
Just
No.
a
What
question.
stat bonus does Ricard get, if any?
He doesn't.
Oh shit.
All right.
Regeneration is really fucking strong. He doesn't get a stat bonus. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Nothing else? Locking those options in.
You're.
Alrighty. Well, we have one more thing to do. That is naming the group. What would you like it to be?
Who's gonna say it?
Kage no Mayo.
No, not that one. No.
I believe we decided on honor of shadows.
Honor of
In
Shadows.
shadow.
Honor in Shadows or Honor of Shadows?
Of.
In.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Please keep in
Damn
mind
it.
that this is a group that you would be referred to as.
Mhm.
Such as, hey, look, it's the Dark Pilgrims.
I'm gonna say of.
What about Honored
Well,
Shadows?
if we're being referred to,
Honored
then
Shadows
maybe
would be grammatically correct, I think. But
Then we will go with that one.
sure.
Honored Shadows.
okay.
I'm down with it.
Okay.
All right. All right.
All right.
Slightly less fancy.
Honored Shadows.
I still think Wea Bros is the best, but
Yeah, bro.
Your first suggestion was Fuckle Chucks.
the Fuckle Chucks is also up there.
Wea Bros is crazy work. That's a good one.
Save that for the next group.
Wea Bros. God. All right. Honored Shadows. Feels good. Black Line. All right. Well, that's everything. That's all I
Alright.
need, at least.
Didn't somebody have like a list of questions?
Yes.
Yeah,
I have many
Yeah.
questions.
If we have questions, we can go over those now. Yeah.
All right. Does anyone else want to go first, or shall I unleash my list?
Just go first.
They seem to mostly be system questions, so they might not be about specifically this, but they're about the system.
Well, ask. That's what this is for. So.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So my first question was: will implements have burden?
Implements will most likely not have burden, except maybe staff.
Okay. I'm currently still floating between a few races. How does the siren feeding abilities work? Like some of them have to feed on certain emotions.
How do you eat a sandwich?
Like grabbing it and eating it.
Okay. They do the same thing, just to the emotions in the air. There has to be a sufficient amount of heightened emotion, which is why they do the things that they do. That's why, for example, harpies or sand sirens, they sing and dance and participate in promiscuous activities so that they can produce joy that they can eat. It's why sirens lure sailors out to sea to crash their ships and terrify them, so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing.
Right. I believe the name of my patron was Renadold. Has he contacted me since the events of the prologue?
No.
Okay,
Patrons will be handled in the beginning sessions.
I see. So that's when I will get my packs of woe.
Or you'll be contacted, yeah.
Okay. Do the skinwalkers, like the were people, do they go nuts when it's full moon?
No.
Okay.
Only ones that are cursed with lycanthropy or similarly go insane during the moon.
Mhm.
Most skinwalkers. I gotta back up. So the entirety of all skinwalkers are naturally occurring based off of the original blessing given by Gazinarok to John Wagonrunner. Before that time, Gazinarok would curse people with lycanthropy when they disrespected animal kind, and his power is connected to the moon because his area is the moon and Inca is the sun. So that's kind of their paradigm in the Green Pantheon. But since the days of John Wagonrunner, lycanthropy is not used as a punishment anymore, because John Wagonrunner essentially served as a I guess it's almost like Jesus, like that he took all the curses of lycanthropy into himself to ensure that others wouldn't be punished. Yeah, it's pretty intricate to his story, but John Wagonrunner took all that in, and then every skinwalker that exists today is originally sired by John Wagonrunner, based off the family tree that he had. So no, you do not go insane in the full moon.
Okay. While we were reading some of the descriptions of armors, we had a few questions.
Sure.
Armored Robe says that whenever you gain a point of mana, you get +1 AC.
Yep.
Does that work with Sorcerer Mana Surge?
So it's when you gain a point of mana, not per point of mana.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
It's the same thing that Sorcerer doesn't actually increase all sources of mana gained by 1. It's that when you gain a point of mana, you gain an extra point of mana. It is a +1, not a multiplicative.
Right. So for Worm Mail, it says it does impact damage for its description. Is that referring to bludgeoning damage, or is that referring to the
there are no
impact
bludgeoning
keyword?
damage.
Okay, so
those are the damage types. The damage
I
types
see.
are impact, pierce, and cut. Those are the damage
So
types for
yeah,
physical.
so bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing have just been thrown out the window.
Well, they've been changed to
Renamed.
something else. They've been renamed.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, okay, good. And one more question I had was, for actual session time, would it be possible to start an hour earlier? And also, that's kind of a question to the rest of the party as well.
Okay with it.
I can do it.
I don't mind. We can change it to an hour earlier. That doesn't bother me.
This is one of my days off, so that's why I would also be fine with it.
Works for me too.
All right, sweet. Because that just kind of means that if we do get an extended session at some point because of whatever happens, then I could actually stick around for it.
Sounds good. Okay,
Right.
hour earlier start.
Yep.
Great. Lovely.
I'll have Cape update the schedule.
All right. Then that kind of rules out the rest of my questions that I had. I think I am good.
All right. Anybody else?
I have one.
What's up?
at the end, I got the Blade of Kozo. Does it do the same thing that it did when we were like being fought against it, or what is?
The blade of Kozo is just a katana.
Okay.
That doesn't mean it'll always be that way.
Ooh.
Mm.
I had a question
Maybe you
about.
should do the tower and find out more.
No.
I'm actually really excited for this. I've been thinking about all that.
Yeah, if we don't die to fucking crabs on the beach first.
We're gonna jump into every tower until one of them doesn't let us go in.
I had a question about how burden actually like works and stuff because
Sure.
for warrior it seems really hard to like have a decent like balance of armor
Explain what you mean by decent balance.
because you don't like your at least base even for like a tier 1 is going to be 2. For like a light armor it's going to be 2.
It depends on the types that you wear, actually. Like, for example, if you go to the burden calculation, which let me make sure they actually have it on here. Burden calculation is, yes, they have it there. So first you determine the armor you want to wear, and then you clarify what class type it has, and then what weight type it has. So, for example, if you choose a mana classed light armor, it has 0 burden.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't weigh anything. If you choose a faith classed light armor, it weighs 1 burden. So the better armors, which are up further to the warrior chain, do weigh more because they're awesome.
So I can wear the ones in the Wonder, Faith, and Mana?
Yes. So
Okay.
So the warrior is a classification. Warriors get everything. Like, it's a classification of access. So warrior has access to everything because everything is beneath warrior, right?
Okay.
That's why it's displayed in that order. So the order is mana, wanderer, faith, warrior. That's the order that it's in. So if you have warrior, you have all of them. If you have faith, wanderer, mana. If you have wanderer, you have wanderer and mana for proficiency types. And then you have the weights, which are a separate classification, which also count in the same manner, heavy being the highest hierarchy, right? So if you have heavy, you have all of them.
Yeah, but heavy would, like a heavy warrior would be a total of 4 burden, right?
Yes. Where's your confusion?
No, I'm just making sure I'm doing that part right.
So the idea is, like, if you're human, right, you have a base burden of 5. Okay? Mm-hmm. And then you have, if you're going to be a warrior, you're going to have vigor, which is, strength con. And then you'll probably also want some dex too, so that you can use ranged weapons or have mix-ups, or, to be quite honest, the system favors MAD more than specialization in this particular case. So you'll also have some stamina, right? So let's say, just for the sake of argument, that you have a 16 strength and you put 12 into dex and 14 into con, which I think is a pretty decent stat spread, right? So that means you have 2 vigor and you have 1 stamina. So that means that with your burden of 5, with plus 2 vigor, you have 7 burden that you have to work with, and you have 1 stamina, which means your movement rating, which starts at 3, is 4. So that means, in order to be able to move, your actual total you have is 11 burden. Well, technically 10. So it's 10 burden that you have, if you want to be able to move. Because remember, when you become overburdened, you reduce your movement rating. So for every point above burden that you have, your movement rating goes down by 1. But if your base is 3 and you have plus 1 from stamina, so you actually have more movement rating to sacrifice for more armor. This is also true of dex-based characters that don't have a lot of vigor, to be able to still wear heavy armor if they want to sacrifice their extra speed. This is also how elves can wear heavy armor, because they actually have the extra speed to sacrifice.
Yeah, that's the way I'm probably going. I'm just trying to figure out how to balance it. Now that I know I can wear all of them, I can figure it out better.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is, people need to understand that I remade the armor system to make armors competitive with your defensive action point slots.
Mhm.
Some of them are fucking crazy.
Oh, I like the worm armor a lot.
Well, yes, Worm Mail is a great example, but I mean, they're really good. This is especially true if you have like heavy armor access Warden is like Warden Inquisitor, for just as an example, or even just Inquisitor. Even getting heavy armor access means that you can get access to like all kinds of cool shit, right? So it's pretty good. One of the things to keep in mind. Anyway, point is, I got ahead of myself there. Yeah, so there you go. That's how Burden works. Any other questions?
So is it it's like a cumulative number, so like even the weapons add to the burden as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's two different burdens to keep track of. The first, the normal burden is how much you're carrying. That's equipped weapon, that's equipped armor, and equipped shield. All those stacked together to give you your total burden. Item burden, which will be based off of your backpack, is completely item based. So your backpack will have a burden that it can hold, and then you put, items in there to fill its burden. I did away with carrying capacity to remove the minutia to make it more straightforward. So now it's burden, which I think is a better track, because people who can technically fit 60 javelins in their carrying capacity, I'd like to see you try to actually carry 60 javelins if they're weightless for you. It's about positioning, bulk, and all that stuff. But anyway, putting that aside, yeah, that's how it works. So
okay, thank you.
So you're using. Well, let me make sure that you have everything together, because you wouldn't have brought it up if you weren't concerned. So you have a katana, yeah? Let's go through your shit. What's your vigor?
0.
Okay. So sacrifice. So you chose that. Do you have any dex?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have strength?
Yes.
Okay. What's your con? 0?
Yes.
Okay. So you have base of 5. So that means you're going to have to choose very carefully about what it is that you're going to use because of the sacrifice. But you have 3 movement. So let's go ahead and go over armory.
Well, he's an elf, so he would have 4 burden and 4 movement.
Oh, you're an elf?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So you have 4. So you have 4 burden and 4 movement. Okay.
Yeah.
So a total of 8 that you have to work with before you go to 0. Okay. All right. So let's start with katana. Katana has a burden of 3. So that's -3 off the rip. Yeah, -3. So that's 3 out of your 4. You got 1 left, and you got 4 on the top. Okay, so now you need to be really careful. Heavy armor, not possible for you.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to choose a medium armor and stack the light armor as you wish. So we go to the armory. We go to armor. We go to medium.
The gladiator's mantle is going to be the medium one I was looking at. Further than the light one to offset some of the burden.
Gladiator's mantle. That's when you said you wanted?
Yep.
Okay. Remember that some of the armors actually change your vigor calculation as well.
Yep, it's one of them.
Yeah, so those are ones you can also choose. Mantle, there we go. Oh yeah, that's the one that uses presence instead. What's your charisma?
14.
14. Your strength is how much?
14 as well.
14. So that's +2 vigor. That's +2 vigor replacement for burden. So you have +2 more burden. All right, cool. So now you go from your starting of 4, you go down to 1 from katana, and then you've got 4 movement, and then you basically add 2 more from that calculation. So now you have 3. That means you have a total of 6 before you go to 0. Well, 7 before you go to 0, but you have 6 you can actually spend. One of them is taken up by the Gladiator's Mantle, which is Warrior Light Armor, which I believe is
2.
2. So that's 2 off from that, so it pays for itself.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have light armor, but you also have a light armor slot taken up. So the idea is you have to choose which of the medium armors that you want to wear, or if you want to stack on 2 more light armors. Because remember, you can have up to 3 light armors.
Does it take a burden for each piece of light armor?
Yes. It
Oh,
all
shit.
stacks together. But it's also designed that way that you can stack those passives together as well. So the Gladiator's Mantle pays for itself, which means he gets free light armor AC access, and he can also get access to that withstand.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like you have some decisions to make.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of options there. Like you could go with, I don't know, what's a good combo? You could go with, for a second. You could be line armor. Gambison, that's a good one. That's only going to cost you 1 burden, I believe, because it's faith plus light. Yeah. So that's 1 burden. Gambison gives you -1 slashing damage and a withstand action to increase it by 2. You could also take a Gorget, which gives you critical threat reduction on enemies that attack you. You could take, yeah, those 2 are probably the best. Yeah, and or you give up the extra light and you look in medium armors, and you go down to 1 movement rating, but you get access to things like breastplate, chainmail, cloaked mail. Cloaked mail might, no, not cloaked mail, caster. But anyway, court mail maybe. You're a tyrant, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you get to add your vigor to persuasion. Oh, you don't have any vigor. That's right. Yeah. Anyway, decisions to make. Lots of options to work your way through. But that's how burden works. The rule is that if you want to use sick armors, then you have to build for it. Kind of the way that it is. All right, any other questions?
Yes, I will have some.
What you got?
First is, what are the stats for the goblins? I don't think they are on the wiki yet.
Goblins are going to be orcs. No race has stats. Burden's probably going to be 3. Like most of the other small races. No, it'd be 4.
So one of the orcs, basically,
Yeah.
or just a
Goblins
orc subtype?
Oh, that's right. I didn't add them to the orc list. I'll write that up for you.
Thank you.
I'll write that up.
Oh, so I wanted to ask about the Hydron Blade. Is it a thing? Because of the chosen.
It's still a thing. It's an exotic weapon though. And it's fallen out of favor, so you're gonna have to find it.
Makes sense. Also for light weapons, can I use dexterity for them?
Strength and dex can be used for any melee weapon.
Oh.
Even for great weapons?
For any light weapon.
Oh, light weapon.
All right, and since
what about
another
rapiers?
question.
What's up?
What about rapiers? Can they also can't use dex then?
No, they can use dex.
But they're one-handed.
Yeah, light and one-handed weapons.
Oh, and one-handed. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Basically non-heavy weapons.
I see. Okay, good to know.
In that case, what does versatile give?
Versatile lets you use it with 2 hands, which gives you an increase here. I'll just show you. I have all the keywords here. I haven't. The wiki hasn't gotten them yet because I'm still making some final adjustments. But I have all the weapon keywords here. Zoom in on
I was wondering about a couple of them.
Versatile. Versatile. There we go. This weapon can be used as a one-handed weapon and a heavy weapon, changing its damage listed on its statistics, which essentially means that you can go from one-handed to heavy weapon, but still only have an APC cost of 2, and it increases the damage die by 1 step. So if you have a D8, it becomes a D10, and it qualifies for both heavy weapon and one-handed weapon martial tree.
And it would also still be able to use Dex.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Okay. And then Impale.
Impale. This weapon is infused with an effect that when it damages an enemy, that enemy is dealt damage whenever it moves, equal to the number of squares it moves, and it lasts for 1.
Okay. And dueling. Because I know we have a parrier. And I thought that might have something to do with parry.
This weapon gains a +2 to parry checks and parry penalties to attack rolls. In addition, these weapons deal an additional 2 damage with riposte attacks.
Oof.
That is really good.
There you go. There's your parry weapon.
What is precise?
This weapon does not take a penalty when it is used to attack in its second range increment. So range increments are going to be short range and long range, and in long range you'll take a penalty to attack. Precise weapons ignore that.
Interesting.
Like, for example, the trident can be thrown at max range with no penalty. Precise.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking at.
And proficiency with a... when you get weapon proficiency, you choose like battle axe, mace, spear, javelin, right?
You choose the base weapon, and then you can wield a variant. For example, you don't have to have proficiency with the Hunga Bunga. You only need the base weapon. And having proficiency with the weapon gives you the passive, but doesn't give you access to the maneuvers. You need to actually choose those as you level up. And martial characters need to have the class features that give the weapon maneuvers in order to get access to the discipline trees. The discipline trees give you slots that you can fill in with fighting styles that you know and maneuvers that you know, which you learn similar to how wizards and stuff learn spells by actually practicing them and discovering them. So you can know a lot of maneuvers, but you can only have so many active at a time, which is determined by your character level and build progression.
How many maneuvers
That's
can
me
you
the
have at
Book of
level 1?
Nine Swords.
What's up?
How many maneuvers can you have at level 1?
It depends on your build. Like, for example, you could choose classes
slotted.
that give you a lot of them. Like, you could just start
Yeah,
with a bunch of them. So.
I'm wondering about slots, though, because you said that they're limited in what slots you can take.
Yes, which is determined by level and build. So, for example, you could choose 3 classes, and each of them, one of their each of their choices that give you like light weapon, light armor, something like that. You could choose those, and then you have that many maneuver slots, and then you fill them.
Okay.
Yeah. So, for example, here.
Oh, so maneuvers are like the weapon augments, basically.
Maneuvers
like the
and
same
weapon
count.
augments are the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the same thing. Let me go to... Should be on the wiki. Yeah, it's on there. Okay. Let me go here, go there. Explanation. So, if you go to the class side of things, let's go to the class choices. Okay, I messed this up somehow. Classes, there we go. Okay, so let's pull these boys open. The core. Let's see here. Let's say, for example, Gladiator gets one-handed specialist. So what that means is you gain weapon augments with one-handed weapons or lower. So you get to choose a one-handed weapon or lower that you gain an augment with. So you'd have to choose a specific weapon. And then you gain another one of those augments at 3rd level, 6th level, and 9th level. So let's say you went with Gladiator and you chose one-hand. Let's say you went to Knight and you also chose its one-handed specialist. And then you went to Paragon, and you chose... Okay. And for Reaver, you chose Great Weapon Specialist. So Great Weapon Specialist is any great weapon or lower, because remember, it's a qualifier, not a specificity. So you could, by that regard, choose Reaver, Knight, and Gladiator. And then by those choices of one-handed, and great weapon, you could either choose one great weapon maneuver that you could have access with, or you could choose all one-handed, all in the same weapon, and then you could then attempt to learn 3 different weapon maneuvers and then apply all of them at the same time if you want.
Okay. And for dagger special ability, when it refers to stances, is it referring to stances as
It doesn't
in,
have that anymore. That's out of date.
Okay, so
That isn't a thing anymore. The wiki is not up to date yet.
understood.
But I have it all here, so I can just tell you what they do. Here, variant weapons. Bring this open. Let's see here. So this one is, while in a stance this weapon qualifies for, you may be an additional stance that your other weapon
Yes.
qualifies for.
Yes,
Oh, that was
it is
the one
updated.
you were reading? Okay.
Yep.
All right, so what that means is that you get to apply Pierce, the discipline, to another weapon. So let's say you were wielding a warhammer in your right hand and a dagger in your left. The dagger gives the warhammer the Pierce discipline. So you could use Pierce discipline effects with the warhammer. So if we go to, let's see. Where are they? Martial discipline. Sorry about that, Wiki team. I didn't know you guys. I didn't let them finish. That's my fault. So if we go here to Pierce. Pierce stance. So Pierce stance has Strike Through, Crimson Sting, and Overwatch to start things off with. So what that means is, if you have a dagger in one hand, the dagger allows the warhammer to count as having Pierce. So you could take Overwatch, which is a Pierce only maneuver, and apply it to your warhammer. So you could attack people as they enter your threat range with a warhammer.
Mhm.
That's how dagger works.
Okay. Thank you. And
Okay.
then for the progression, if we have the option to get 2 or 3 within a stance, there was progression of stances that, like, if you combine cut and guard, you get something. And there was also a
I'll go
mention
over
of
those
if
now.
you get
so if
all
you
the
look,
pieces.
If you
Yeah.
look here on my screen,
Yep.
so I have a tree. Right now, to start things off, just the basic stances are available. The other ones will be released probably like in the next couple months or so, because I need to test some things and also because no one will have access to them anyway. And then as you start to gain levels, then you'll start to get more and more access. So, for example, guard. So guard, which right now has 3 maneuvers in it. Guard is the starting stance for all of these different ones. So you can go to tower, and going to tower means you're advancing guard, which means you're not mixing any of the other 3. And then you can also advance it all the way to castle, which is the highest form of pure guard. But let's say you wanted to mix guard and cut. That's dilettante. So once you have maneuvers from guard and once you have maneuvers from cut, then you can unlock access to dilettante, which will have its own maneuvers. And it's based off of maneuver knowledge, which is based off of time training, which is basically the same way that spells are learned. And
So
once you have those, you can unlock the ones at dilettante. And then you can start learning those. And then once you learn those, you can put those in one of your maneuver slots.
So to advance, do you just need one thing from the stance, or do you need multiple?
To advance on the pure side, you need to have at least 2 before you can learn the next. To learn dilettante, you need 1 from guard and 1 from cut.
So I have a question. I want to do like a lot of parrying build. Would it be more better to focus on guard or guard and cut? Because how
Parrying is completely separate from all of this. That's a base core action you can. However, go to this. Go to guard. The guard stance has things like turn aside, which is something that augments parry. It says whenever the user would parry an attack, the penalty to the attack is increased by 2. So that's something that you could take in the guard tree. But that's only available for weapons that have guard as one of their disciplines.
So the katana is the base of the longsword. Does the overarm get replaced by the other ones, or does it add on to it?
The longsword is the base, and then when you choose a variant, that variant replaces whatever it replaces. For example, the katana has the discipline of cut and guard, but it replaces the longsword's passive with overwhelm.
Okay. So it doesn't get the bonus to parrying?
It does not get the +1 to parry, no.
Oof.
The katana does not get bonuses to parry, but what it gets instead is overwhelm, which is automatic injury when you reduce somebody to the state.
We want one with dueling anyways, because we just learned that one was really good.
Well, I don't have to look at. You said the base of this is on the wiki?
Yeah, this should be on the wiki. You have to manually put in martial disciplines, I think, because I think their search parameter is broken for it. Like not the search parameter, but the connecting parts, whatever it is, the web. It's not connected to it directly in the right way, so you have to put those in directly. But
okay,
they should all be on there.
When we get a martial discipline, like a one-handed discipline, do we have to pick a specific weapon for which that stance applies?
Yep.
Okay.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, let's take spear for example, from one-handed weapons. In the spear family, base spear is the only one that has reach.
So
all the other ones
in the base spear family, base spear has reach because that's its special passive. Also, the base weapons have the most discipline access. So for spear, the discipline of guard, impact, and pierce and throwing, it has all of those. Whereas the variants of the spear, they change their disciplines and they change their passive. So
I see.
Base one-handed spear is the only spear with reach, because all the other ones trade it for something else.
Get it.
And then, for example, if you go to heavy weapons, the long spear is also the one with reach. However, the other ones also have reach. Most of them, I believe. There's a few that don't, but most of them have reach. In fact, the poleaxe has improved reach because it's the heavy version of the weapon.
Right. Is it intended for Trident to also have the throwing discipline?
It has the precise when thrown. So it gives up some things. The reason is because the throwing trigger allows you to apply pierce and stuff to it. It should have the throwing piece. That's probably just a. But yeah,
okay.
The Trident is the throwing specialist spear, one-handed spear. That is.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
Did you need to know what kits we chose?
Yes, that's a good idea. Here.
I had one more question. How many spells do we get to start out with, known? Is it still 3?
It's still 3.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Unless you have augments.
Right.
What kit?
I took Stonemason.
Stonemason. Got it. Rena?
I wanted to do Goldsmith.
Goldsmith. Okay. Kenji, what kit did you choose?
Blacksmith.
Blacksmith. Okay. The guy, what'd you choose?
Mess kit.
Mess kit. And Ricard, choose?
Well, I guess I have the healer's kit then.
Healers. Okay. Do any of you have kit specialist?
Not
I don't
me.
think we do.
Okay. Alrighty. Any other questions?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, one more.
Yeah.
Skill bonuses, like what attributes give what skills bonuses? I couldn't find it on the wiki.
Skills.
How does that work?
I think it's character creation, and you hit core skill under adventure.
No,
and
no,
it'll
no.
tell you
He
the skill.
means the base attributes. What skill?
Oh.
What skill do you have?
For example, stealth.
Stealth. Stealth gets initiative or grace. And remember, if it's a core skill, it increases it by 5.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
so skills are now calculated. Okay, so they do not get anything from base attribute anymore.
Not directly, no.
Okay, so it's the sub attribute plus any core skill shenanigans you might have.
Which one is it for intimidate then?
Intimidate is presence or authority.
So strength, con, or
No.
This changes everything.
Presence is strength.
This changes a lot, yeah.
Presence is strength, charisma. Authority is strength, wisdom.
okay.
What is deception?
Deception is guile or cunning.
And can you check acrobatics while you're there?
Acrobatics is wit or stamina.
Ooh. Ooh. That's a good spread for me. I need to write that down.
And then survive, tenacity, result. Okay,
Here, I'll make it easier on you.
you got this.
I'll put it in notes.
So this means we choose one of those attributes and we just make it a +5. It doesn't. It's
No, okay. So those are the passive, all the time. Like that's the modifier that determines that roll. If it is a core skill for you, you add a +5 to that roll.
In addition?
Yes.
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
And is it either or is it both?
Well, I mean, it could be both, but you're going to pick the higher one, right? I guess you could choose the lower one if
Yeah.
you fail, but like, you know what I mean? Like it's you
Okay,
pick whichever
I'm-
one's best for you.
Okay, now I'm following. I am understanding now.
Yeah, it's either or, so you get 2 options. And I did this because skills have a lot more palatability this way. I also use the sub attribute system.
Interesting.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God. Okay, that works.
Send this to Scribe. Yeah, I sincerely doubt that changes any build. If anything, it makes your build better. Where's Scribe? Send this to the scribes because I don't send them skill change. Send it there. I think you put the old ones in. Okay, that's fine. That's an easy fix. We can fix that. Thank you. Thanks, Frosty. There we go. That should be good. Anything else you guys need?
Yes, I would like to ask some more.
Sure.
So if I remember correctly, attacking from stealth means that there can be no reactions to that attack. Is that still the case?
For the most part, yeah. That's not always the case. There's enemy effects and stuff, but generally speaking, the rules are that if an enemy is attacked and they are unaware, that doesn't mean they can't see you. That means they're unaware. They can't use reactions.
So then the question is, how do you become unaware?
By beating them on stealth.
Oh, okay, so if you are stealthed and they have a lower perception, then it's just automatically unaware.
Well, you have to defeat them by a certain amount.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, and what's that amount? May I ask?
It's 5.
5.
Yeah, you have to win by 5.
Okay.
So if you beat them, they can't see you, but they know you're there. If you beat them by 5 or more, they're unaware of your position.
Alright, so and then there is the infiltrator stuff that gives resistance to the.
Yes, which gives you the +5 benefit.
Oh,
You see what I mean? That's why that class is good, is because it gives you. It essentially means that if you win initiative, or excuse me, if you win stealth, you win it by enough. Do you see what I mean? Like it gives you the.
Yes,
Yeah.
now I see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That is very good to hear.
Yeah. Infiltrator good.
Yes. And one more thing. So if goblins are orcs, they get the basic orc passive.
Just wait till I make it. I need to make it.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to ask about the weapon proficiency, but never mind.
Yeah. That's something I totally blanked on, was goblins.
No problem. They are stealthy, so
They are stealthy.
went under the radar.
Anything
They
else?
just wanted to ask because if they have the proficiency, then I could choose the shuriken, so I could actually have the shuriken. But
I mean, they will have a weapon most likely. I just don't. I have to make it. Like I don't want to give you anything that I don't know that.
Okay. I'll wait. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll try to get that done today. So totally fucking forgot about goblins.
I think I'm probably gonna switch to Sea Scarred Skinwalker instead of Abyssborn.
You're gonna be a shark lady?
Yeah, no. I'm probably gonna reflavor it as anglerfish, like I originally planned for the character's design.
Frown.
If that's okay.
I mean, if you want to be lame, sure.
Yeah, I guess
You had the chance to be Jawsome as on.
That might make it still be Jawsome, just
No,
not traditionally.
It's not the same. You have a fucking lantern on your head.
Okay.
I'm just fucking with you. Play with it. I don't care.
All right.
Bro was almost Jawsome. Lame. Boo this man. Anyway, anything else, guys?
Yes, just one more. I just want so for throwing weapons, if you wanna bring multiple, then each of them is calculated with additional burden. So like bringing.
So remember, your base burden is only when you're wielding a weapon. So shurikens and stuff, they're ammunition, right? You pull them out. So that means they're in your backpack or pocket or whatever. But they're not. Yeah, base burden is only wielded, and then you have your item burden, which is calculated by your backpack.
I see.
Which is where your like ammunition goes. Like there will be ammunition rules attached to the backpack, and there'll be different kinds of backpacks. That's one of the things I'm going to work on during the week in between. Is containers. Like one of the ones I'm going to make is braces. Like there'll be backpack braces where you store throwing weapons, and they'll have a different weight. Or excuse me, they'll have a different burden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So remember, your base burden is only what you are actively wearing, like armor, using a shield, using a sword. That's what you're actively using. It is not the total weight of what you're carrying, because that's determined by item choice.
Ah, I see. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then one more thing. Pulling out the throwing weapon, should it be... So it cost 1 AP? Because I basically done it for free in the prologue, but I don't think that should have been
So
the case.
the throwing keyword is on here, and the throwing keyword is the throwing keyword allows you to pull out a weapon that has the throwing keyword and throw it. Or excuse me, it makes it to where you don't have to draw a weapon if it is light to throw it. So like shurikens, darts, and daggers can be drawn and thrown without an action point. This is not to be confused with juggler, which has the capacity to lower the cost of drawing weapons by an amount equal to one of their stats, allowing you to throw heavier and more damaging stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's something I still haven't fully finished, though, so that may not be the case. So be careful on that, because once I finish the keywords, they'll be put up, and then everybody can review and. No worries.
Okay.
Something else I'm going to finish throughout the week. All right. Anything else? Sounds like no. Nothing else?
I guess that's it.
We did it.
Holy shit.
Alrighty. Well, that's everything.
Week 3, baby.
All right.
Week 3.
All right. So let's go ahead and talk about your start time, which will be Monday the 19th. And you wanted to start an hour earlier?
Yeah, optimally.
Okay, optimally. Everybody was okay with that?
Yes, I am okay with
No
that.
problems.
Yes.
So, first session. Did I say the 19th?
Yeah.
Yep.
First session, January 19th. 1 hour earlier. To ask Cape to make that. Which I'll just message him now and he can turn around. Ish. Let's see. What do you guys, Monday slot 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start time change to 1 hour earlier. All right, and your name is Honored Shadows.
Pissed.
What'd you say?
I said Auntie is pissed.
Interesting.
Auntie's like, they stole her thing.
You know what?
We're the
She's still
Shadow Gang.
She still breath shadows, so
Oof.
stuff it.
Got him. Alrighty, well,
OG writes.
the next bit, I need to talk to everybody. I need to talk to people off stream. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. And I'll see you guys in a little bit for Monday slot 3. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.
Week 3, baby.